Formula One returns to the Azerbaijani capital of Baku at the crossroads of Europe and Asia for round 8 of the World Championship. Baku, built on the edge of the Caspian Sea, dates back to the Stone Age. With its UNESCO-protected old city, including Sabayil Castle and Maiden Tower, built in the 12th century. That history is allied to ultra-modernity, its flame towers a symbol of progress, LED lights transforming the trio of flame-shaped buildings at night, providing a cosmopolitan feel to this ancient outpost. And its Grand Prix is part of that progress, in attracting new business and tourism to the nation. And the organizers haven't been shy in promoting it both locally and internationally. However, this year it will officially become the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, with the event's executive director Arif Rahimov explaining exclusively to the Inside Line the reason for dropping the European GP title.
We wanted to start as the European Grand Prix just to sort of show the world what kind of country we are, because I mean we're certainly putting Azerbaijan on the map, and there were a lot of people who weren't quite certain where Azerbaijan is, what it is.
That strategy has paid off, with visitors excited for a taste of the local culture, translating into a 20-fold increase in tourism following the inaugural event.
On its own, that statistics already tells that the Formula One does bring what it promises to bring.
The 6-kilometer circuit includes both the Old City and flat-out blasts along the seafront, making it the fastest street track on the calendar. With this year's build far more efficient, with less unknowns for the GP organizers to have to deal with, as the pits and paddock are constructed and the grandstands and barriers go up. For the drivers, the Baku city circuit has some innovative elements, such as the parallel straights between turns 6 and 7 and 19 and 20. And the run from turns 8 to 11 past Sabayil Castle, the narrowest part of any track on the World Championship. Before a flat-out blast from turn 16, which becomes the long 2.2-kilometer main straight from turn 20, ending what is a very technical lap.
It's a very, very high-speed street circuit, but with some very twisty bits. Walls very close, super wide in some places and really narrow in others. So lots and lots of challenges.
Last year's event was one of the key turning points of the championship, with Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton having a weekend to forget, clipping the turn 11 barrier in qualifying and finishing 5th after a technical gremlin held him back during the race.
He seemed a bit out of sorts all weekend, and only he will know whether, that's something that, he didn't turn up prepared, or whether it was just one of those things.
His then teammate Nico Rosberg won the race, extending his lead in the standings, following 2 straight wins for Hamilton in Monaco and Canada. In 2017, we're expecting more action, the tougher cars forcing the drivers to dig deeper and run closer to the limit, meaning more contact with the barriers, as we saw in qualifying last year. And with Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel now running scared, his lead reduced in Canada to just 12 points. The Scuderia and Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton are now set for another epic showdown, as the action heats up in the land of fire.